I'm gonna try to keep this short and sweet, guys. Also, it is pretty late at night, so I want to be, a little bit quiet, but we got some things to talk about. Real quick, hopefully everyone had a good Saturday. My Florida Gators came really close to beating the Alabama Crimson Tide, so I had a good Saturday. Arsenal finally won, again, 2 weeks in a row. Oh, so beautiful. But yeah, hopefully everyone had a good Saturday. Thank you all the Patreon members for always supporting. Really appreciate you guys as always. And now I don't want to waste any more of your time. I don't want this video carry on to be like 15 minutes long or something. I want it to be pretty short, so let's get right into it. Where do we start? Overall, race was good. I am an advocate for Old Bristol, but I will not complain. There's Old Bristol at the beginning of the run, and then New Bristol in the middle to the end of the run, so I'm not going to complain. I thought the race was good. I liked the way the track was. I was okay with it. Now let's get to the major talking points of the race. First, the playoffs. William Byron gets in. Kyle Busch almost has a heart attack, but he gets in. Tyler Reddick and Eric Almirola are out. Bowman, William Byron are in. It was very close throughout the whole end there, but yeah, good job on all those guys. But let's get to what I really like to talk about. You know what I like to talk about, guys. It's the racing. Oh yes. Now, one thing I love about Old Bristol is that Old Bristol would always bring out, the rubbins race and the beat and the banging, because you had one line. You had to run the bottom. So if you wanted to pass someone for the lead, and you two are both fast, you got to move them out of the way. Contact will happen. In New Bristol, this was Elliott running the top and Harvick running the bottom, and, well, trying to run the bottom, and they made contact. Now, real quick, as you guys know, I am a quote-unquote Chase Elliott fan. I mean, I guess that's the driver I support, but I supported Jeff Gordon. I'm a massive Gordon guy, so, like, I'm more of a Hendrick kind of guy now. So if you think there's any bias in what I'm about to say, by all means, just like you know how I feel. If you don't know who I am a lot of rapping, just a normal guy. But in reality, here's my gripe with how this all happened. First of all, I love it, by the way. I love this entertainment. This is what NASCAR needs. This is what the playoffs need. I just love it. It's even better that the most popular driver's involved in it. That's good. That's headlines. That's what we want. I love it, seriously. But this would have never happened if we had a good car. So actually, in a way, thank you, NASCAR, for making us stick with Gen 6, because that's why this happened. Denny Hamlin, earlier in the race, made a little bit of contact with Kyle Larson. I mean, coming off of turn 4, he was on the bottom lane. He just slid up a little bit and made contact with the left rear. It cut Denny Hamlin's left front tire down immediately, and he went up straight to the wall. Or it was right front tire down. And yeah, that was his race done. So listen, we all know, like, a lot of you guys watch Xfinity Series week in, week out. You see how much contact those Xfinity Series cars are able to do. It's because they have composite bodies. Next year in the next gen car, these cars will have composite bodies. What happened between Harvick and Elliott, and what happened between Larson and Hamlin, will not happen next year. It won't, which is good, because that means the drivers will be able to make more contact, beat and bang more. That's what NASCAR is all about. The fact of the matter is, when you make contact in a Gen 6 car side by side with a fender or quarter panel, whatever, there's a 50-50 shot your tire is going down no matter what. And that's just really, really unfortunate, because the bodies of the car suck so much. We got pointy things here, there, and everywhere, and the fenders are very pointy, and it's just, yeah, it's very, very frustrating, to say the least. The car sucks. It is not designed for NASCAR racing at all. Dirty air, and you can't make contact. It sucks, okay? That we all know that. But it created this controversy. Kevin Harvick was upset with Chase Elliott because once Harvick accidentally cut Elliott's left front tire, and Harvick did run Elliott up the track, all the way up the track, into the marbles, into the wall, so you could understand why Elliott was pissed. Apparently, Chase Elliott said in his post-race interview there was recent history at Darlington that he did the same thing, so we don't know about that because I don't remember it, but as a driver, they probably do. So Elliott was obviously annoyed. In the heat of the moment, when he had to come down pit road, you lose 3 laps, race is over, you're battling for the lead, and then you miraculously come out right by Kevin Harvick. Kyle Larson's chasing down Kevin Harvick. Chase Elliott then sits there for the remainder of like 20 laps or something. He sits in front of Harvick, makes sure Harvick can't use the line that he wants, which was the top. And then eventually Larson did get around Kevin Harvick under 5 laps to go, and it cost Harvick the win. Elliott being parked there did cost Harvick the win, because all Elliott was doing, he says, I was running my line. He knew what he was doing. Let's not, that's just, politeness talk, whatever, politically correct, essentially. We all know what Elliott was doing. He was parking the car, trying to help his teammate win, which, in a way, I mean, Rick Hendrick must be happy. He probably doesn't even care that that Elliott got sideswiped by Harvick. I mean, Hendrick won because Chase Elliott was a team player. It ended up coming out that way, but that's essentially what happened. Kevin Harvick got double teamed. Like, he would have won that race. It would have been his first win of the season. Has he won yet this season? No, right? Yeah. So yeah, that's a little bit unfortunate. Kyle Larson instead wins again. And now we have Harvick versus Elliott. Now, here's my opinion on it. Now that we've ran through it, listen, it's kind of difficult. I don't think there's one. I think it's an unfortunate circumstance because this wouldn't happen if the car was okay. Like that kind of contact from Harvick to Elliott should not cut the tire. The fact of the matter is, when drivers race against each other now, you have to take into note that when you do that, there is a strong possibility of cutting the tire, but it shouldn't. Like, just you know, racing etiquette wise, you should be able to, you know, rub the other guy a little bit up the track, and hopefully he won't go 3 laps down because of a cut tire. It's just, you just pass him with a little bit of contact. That's what it should be. That's what it used to be. That's what it, you know, is in Xfinity Series. But in the Cup Series, it's not, because the Gen 6 car is trash. Again, we're getting rid of it next year, so it doesn't matter. Just focusing for now, it's just very unfortunate. So you can understand why Elliott is angry, but you can also understand why Kevin Harvick is angry, because Elliott literally parked his car and cost him the race because of a move that Harvick probably thought when battling for the win at Bristol in the Bristol night race under 30 laps to go, he probably thought was okay, which was he didn't put him in the wall, he didn't wreck him, didn't even necessarily do a bump and run. They just went into turn 3 side by side, and Harvick slightly kind of pushed Elliott up out of the groove into the marble area, and then it unfortunately cut his tire. So again, you can see both sides to it. You know what I mean? Like, there is no clear cut, like, I'm with this guy, I'm with that guy. The fans were booing Harvick. Main reason for that is because it was against Chase Elliott. I mean, guys, when you go to a NASCAR race, I'm just wondering if you guys have never been to a NASCAR race. You know, a lot of you probably have. If you go to NASCAR races, the amount of cheers that Elliott gets is nuts. Like, compared to anything else, it's crazy. Like, sometimes I think 70% of the fans there are Chase Elliott fans, just by how loud the cheers are compared to everyone else. So yeah, you have someone going up against, you know, the wonder kid himself, Chase Elliott. Doesn't really matter who's at fault. You're probably gonna get booed. So now Harvick gets booed. But that's Bristol to me. I mean, right? That's what we all want to see. But in a way, like, I think both of them should probably talk and then try to move on from it so it doesn't affect either one's championship chances. Because my whole philosophy as a driver and a team is I don't want rivals in the playoffs, because rivals only cause trouble when you're trying to win a championship. So if I was Chase Elliott and Kevin Harvick, what I would do if I was, you know, both of them, is I'd probably wait a few days for it to simmer down and then someone talk to each other to say, like, all right, like, you know, let's hash this out now and don't deal with it in the future. Yeah, you race me hard, I race you hard, but let's not, like, specifically cost each other something, you know, down the line, because you don't want rivals in a championship battle. It's just that simple. Both of them are still in the championship battle, so both of them will not want the other one to cost them. Again, like, literally, the final race is at Phoenix, guys. You could literally wreck someone in the final race for revenge. Like, you can, seriously. This is how championships are decided. In the end, Kyle Larson wins. Alex Bowman, William Byron, Kyle Busch survives his heart attack with the flat tire. They all advance. Tyler Reddick, Eric Almirola, Kurt Busch, who unfortunately had a terrible night, and Michael McDowell, who NBC completely disrespected. I mean, they didn't even show Michael McDowell's point total on the bottom. They only went to 15th, not 16th, because Michael McDowell had no shot. That is a story for another day. Yes, we all know winning you're in should not be a thing, but listen, I'm not talking about the points format tonight. It was a solid race with great entertainment. I'm not talking about the stupid points format. I don't have the energy to do it. Let me know what you thought of the race. Let me know what you thought of the contact between Harvick and Elliott, the rivalry. Let me know what you think about Larson winning again. He did get help this time from a teammate. William Byron finishing... Did he finish in second? I'm not really sure. But yeah, that was a great result for the Hendrick Brigade. All 4 guys go into the next round. Kevin Harvick got absolutely just teamed up against. Like, that was kind of unfair. But that's what happens when all your teammates don't run well. So it's kind of like, well, I got to carry the entire organization. So But yeah, let me know what you think. I don't really side with anyone. I understand both of the guys' gripes, and it's a racing incident, but it should have not been more than what it was, or like it should have been way less than what it was actually. You know, that contact should not cut the tire. Just that is what it is. But you can understand why Elliott's mad, and you can understand why Harvick is mad. And oh, one more thing. I forgot about this. God, how have we not learned yet? Seriously, Kevin Harvick, you are a tough guy. We all know this, Mr. Tough Guy. He's been doing it for a long time. He carries that tough persona. For the love of God, take the helmet off. Seriously, at least Elliott, pointing in your face, has his helmet off. You're standing there with your damn helmet on. Take the helmet off. I thought we understood this by now. If you are going to have a man-to-man conversation and you want to act tough and you want to throw your gloves at the other driver, take the helmet off. Like, God damn. This is not hard. It's just a bunch of babies. Because it just annoys me when you want to act tough, but you be prepared to fight. If you want to like get up in someone's face and threaten them, be prepared for a fight. Don't have a helmet on. This is that simple. NASCAR will never let them fight. We had a ton of guys in between them. They would never let it get to that point, which is annoying. They should let the drivers just hash it out themselves. But it is what it is. Next time, Kevin, if you're ever going to get into another fight, please take the damn helmet off. And this goes for all drivers. Take the helmets off. Talk to your enemy face to face. When I wreck Dale Jarrett tomorrow in NASCAR Thunder 2003, my imaginary helmet will come off, and I will go up to Dale Jarrett and I'll be like, hey, yo, the previous Nikon car is coming still to get you because we don't like you. Even though technically now we're the Aaron's car. I'm going too long. I said I didn't want to make this video 15 minutes. I will see you guys later. Subscribe if you're new. Hit the like button if you enjoyed the video. Have a good night. I don't know when this is going up. Okay, bye. See you later. Bye.